Hi,
How has
Rima.
it been?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. And then when did you start coming back to work?
If I'm not wrong, a month back. I
Okay.
badly wanted to come out. And,
Right. How does it feel like to finally come out of the cage? And
heaven on earth, honestly. Together, especially because I meet a lot of my colleagues and friends and all, badly want to come this way.
right.
So, January 2021 is where we landed up at Together, and it's been quite good. More than good, I would say. Good is not just a sufficing adjective, rather. I mean, not just with my colleagues or friends, with the entire environment, with community managers like Rima, Adarsh. They've been quite supportive and jovial, honestly. So it's been quite good. A good experience, I would say, at Together. I would say, I mean, there are big players out there. We work at Springboard and two professionals, I would say. And I've not dealt more than 3-4 months in a co-working space. I've been more of a, four-wall office sort of a person. But here, it's like, I mean, just to sum it up in one single word, it's just freedom. Not just with my colleagues and co-workers, of course, with the place. And that is something which everybody would need, right? Yeah. So as I was saying, I mean, the first thing is pantry. There are two big jars of biscuits, and there's coffee, tea. Definitely, adds up a lot of stuff for us while working. Second major thing is with all the Zoom fatigue and video conferences, just seeing people till here. Of course, even you guys are viewing me till here, I know. But yeah, with all the conference rooms, I mean, it's so relieving to meet people in person and take up meetings, even though however wild the conversation gets, but still at the end of the day we feel really happy to have in-person conversations. So those are the two things I felt the best today. I mean, there's no working condition as such. The only a major advantage for such a young crowd, right, is we pass on that energy, just passing the baton and passing the fire. We just pass on the energy to the entire space with the positivity filled in the environment around you, and with the colleagues around you. You just be as active as possible, and make people feel jealous. Oldies feel jealous that I should have had such opportunities or such a space while I was at that respective age. I would say that is some good thing we're doing. There are no such pros working from home, FYI. So the only, I mean, majorly there are cons. See, home is a space where you would want to be in your comfort zone, right? So there shouldn't be any such space for work while you're at home. That's a major drawback working from home. And of course, you tend to work more than your working hours while you're working from home, just because you're at your comfort zone and you would want to take up tasks whenever you feel like, and not just between the login hours. So the only pros is you keep hogging every now and then. So that's only pro that you could do even in a workspace like Together. I've not been reading any books as such. I mean, why? Because for the past years together, we've been surrounded by walls with, Zoom faces that just, gets focused here. So I felt like meeting more people and, more friends, spending time with them is much more, I would say that would make a lot of sense compared to, again, falling yourself into a book. Of course, it has its own, pros and stuff, but I'm a person who prefer meeting people rather than reading some random book.